All right, now the first thing you want to have when compounding is a rotary. We're using a DeWalt. We have a backup rotary from Harbor Freight. It's the first one we ever started off with. So if you're doing this for your own boat, you don't have to go all out and buy this expensive stuff. You know, we do this all the time, so we need something that holds up really great. So we got this DeWalt rotary, and this right here is a brand new 3M real wool pad. You get this on eBay or Amazon. I think it's about $40. Now it will last a whole boat. Now this pad right here, it's about time to change it. We done washed it. You can wash them about 2 times. I like to put plenty of Dawn in it, massage it in there, rinse it out. I'd say about 2 washes and it's done. You will notice that it'll start getting flat. So here shortly I will be replacing this with the new one. So you can get a cheap pad by like this, you know, it works a lot better. It's real wool too. So, and then we're going in with Starke Level R compound. This is a very, very abrasive compound. Now, just because it's abrasive doesn't mean that it's going to remove oxidation. It never works. Now, if you want to do that, go ahead, to each their own. But let's see if you can hear on camera how abrasive it is. There it is right there. It's very thick. Put it on the surface, you'll hear it rub on there real good. Now, you want to get an applicator pad. Now, since we finished off with 3000 grit sandpaper, you don't have to use a lot of this, okay? Now, this is about $65, I think, on Starke Yacht Care website. But if you use code ZIPPY15 in all caps, you get 15% off all Starke products. Now, let's just do right here. I like to dot it around. When you do that, it spreads a lot better. Super abrasive. It cuts out a lot of those scratches. Now, I'll get up there when I'm not recording. Takes more time to get to all the details like that. You can start off on 600 or 1000, but I like to start on 1000. You want to keep it moving, keep it tilted. You don't want to do it flat. You only want to finish off flat on about 12 to 1400 RPMs once all the compound's worked in, just so you can kind of smooth out any scratches, holograms, get off any residue. Let's go ahead and start. We got it on 1000. All right, now, before we finish off flat, for the best results, definitely working with a kind of clogged up pad, you want to go ahead and spur it. Just like that. Now we're gonna turn up RPM. 1200. All right, and there we have it. That's a simple step of compounding. So easy, but the best way you're gonna get the best results is the wet sand. And you don't want to stop right there. You want to wash it when you're not compounding and go in with polish. We use the Roots Long Throw polisher, 21 millimeter. And when you start finish R polish, you can use Finish R, you can use Elevate by them, or you can use whatever polish you like. I don't really care. I'm just showing you the best products that we use, you know. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We don't plan to change products anytime soon. This is the best we've came across. Now, don't get me wrong. We first started off, we started using 3M Heavy Cut. It's kind of abrasive, but it's not as abrasive as Starke Level R. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit like, please. And stay tuned and we will have a separate video for polishing. All right, have you ever wondered, I just bust my boat, why does it have all these little squiggles and holograms in it? Well, that's because you did not polish it. So after compounding, you were going to want to wash this with Dawn dish soap and jump it to polish, and let me show you how. All right, so since I'm doing a little flip on polishing, I'm just gonna use a glass cleaner. I mean, you can glass clean the whole boat if you want to, but I strongly recommend to wash it. Use your pressure washer so you can get any compound that got stuck in the cracks or anywhere. I'm gonna glass clean that here. All right. Okay, we're going to be using a blue force foam Lake Country pad. You can get this on Starke's website also. This is super stiff and it works so great. I like how they made the layer right here. It makes it last such a long time. I'd say one a boat. This, it might take two. I'm not too sure. We'll find out. So let's see. So now I have the little section taped off that I will be showing a little demonstration on how to polish. Now here is Starke Finish R. You want to shake it up some? Some people like to put it on the surface. Some people like to put it on the pad. I like to put it on the pad. Put about 2 little dots. You don't want to use too much. And also, you don't want to work in too big of sections. You only want to work in 2 by 2 sections. All right, we're going to start off on 1 to spread it out. Once it's all spread out evenly, we're going to turn up to 6 and use a little bit of pressure, not too much. That is it. Now, you're going to take a clean microfiber rag. Really, you want to use borderless, but you know, I'm just going to use this part, not the edges. You can fold the edges over. Simply wipe, and of course the sun had to go away. Alright, so let me bring you up close and let's check it out. Alright, so if you look, it's completely perfect in this whole entire square. It's a nice mirror. Now look at the difference. You got all the holograms, swirls from compounding, and then you just got this nice black mirror reflection. So let's turn on the flashlight. All right, look at that. Now I didn't really focus on the edge right here too much, just because the pad wouldn't go outside of where I was doing it. Now with the black, we're not going to stop with Finish R. We're actually going to go in with Ignition on a less stiffer pad, because if you see, it's a nice clear reflection, but I can get rid of that little bit of marring, I guess you would call it, and the little bit of imperfections left behind with the ignition. Now, you know, anytime you go working on a boat like this and doing a restoration, I always say it's going to be about 98% perfect. You're never going to get it super perfect, you know, but that looks pretty dang good, and that is the importance of polishing. All right, I did go ahead and jump in with ignition with that pad. Like I said, you don't really have to use that pad for ignition, but I want to do it anyways, so I can go ahead and see what it looked like. Now here's the stuff I use. This is Ignition by Starke. I highly recommend this when you're doing black gel coat. It really just makes the finish a lot more perfect. That's amazing. That looks really good. Now we are going to wash this with the Dome to get rid of the oils from even polish, and then we're going to seal it so it has a great bond. So make sure you go on StarkeYachtCare.com. Use code ZIPPY15 for 15% off all Starke products. Thank you for watching.